What's going on, sports fans? Coming at you with another video today. We're going to talk about the hiring of Ben Johnson to the Chicago Bears and the other coaching positions that are still open. So we all know that Ben Johnson was hired by the Chicago Bears yesterday, even though it seemed like everybody in the NFL community thought he was going to go to the Las Vegas Raiders. So, from what I am hearing and what I'm reading, it sounds like this has thrown everything, and I mean everything, into a kind of whirlwind of we don't know what's going on, right? Because again, it seemed like it was a done deal, him going to the Raiders. But now it looks like the Jets are prepared to follow suit in hiring a head coach, and they're looking at Aaron Glenn, the defensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions, as their head coach. Now I had saw everybody was like, some people were going to go after the former Jets head coach, but he's already been hired by the San Francisco 49ers as their defensive coordinator. But how this messes everything up was everybody thought that Ben Johnson was going to go to the Raiders and Mike McCarthy was going to go to the Bears. Well, now what I'm hearing is Mike McCarthy might be going to the Saints, but that still leaves the Raiders, the Jaguars, and the Cowboys in Vegas. And again, nothing is settled with Mike McCarthy, even though he knows the people down there in New Orleans. But Aaron Glenn to the Jets. That would be an interesting hire. I mean, would he do a good job? I think so. Is he going to be going into something that has a lot of problems? You better believe it, because they have to decide what are they going to do with Aaron Rodgers. Is Aaron Rodgers coming back? Is Aaron Rodgers retiring? I honestly don't know. I really haven't heard much about if he's going to retire or if he's coming back. I don't know if he's gonna wait, but they kind of need to know now because free agency starts in about a month and a half. It starts at the beginning of March, March 12th, I believe. And so they're going to have to figure out what are they going to do at quarterback. Are they going to draft somebody? Are they going to move up in the draft and get somebody? Um, are they going to go in the free agency? Are they looking at somebody like Russell Wilson, Justin Fields? Um, are they looking at Sam Darnold? I don't know. I honestly don't know. And you really can't make these decisions until you get a head coach. And of course, we all know about Woody Johnson up there and what he's done with that organization, and how he's pretty much screwed it up. But then it still leaves the Jacksonville Jaguars with Shadid Khan, and I already did a video about him. In my opinion, is he's one of those owners that just wants to have the social status of I own an NFL team, not hey I own an NFL team. Let's make this team a championship team. Again, in my opinion, for the uh, Jacksonville Jaguars, I think Cliff Kingsbury would be great down there with Trevor Lawrence. Look what he's done with Jaden Daniels, possibly the NFL Rookie of the Year, possibly first ever rookie quarterback to make it to a Super Bowl, first ever rookie quarterback to win a conference championship game. So he would be a great hire down in Jacksonville to help revitalize that team. Mike McCarthy to the Saints. Again, they're going to have to decide what are they going to do at quarterback. Are they going to go with Spencer Rattler? Are they going to go with Derek Carr? Are they going to cut Carr? Are they going to draft somebody? Are they going to go into free agency? It leaves a lot of things open in the air because you really don't know what's going on. And it seems like everybody is thrown into a loop now with Ben Johnson going to the Bears. It's amazing how one head coach hiring can screw everything up. And I love my son-in-law to death. I really do. He has his own podcast channel and YouTube channel. And he was saying how Ben Johnson going to the Bears was going to completely destroy the Lions, that they're going to be ruined, and that they're going to be, the last in the division. I love my son-in-law, but I don't think so. You still have Dan Campbell, and you still have what he's built in Detroit. So losing his offensive defensive coordinator, yes, that's gonna hurt. It hurts every team. You know, look at Denver. Denver's possibly gonna lose Vance Joseph. I don't know. It seems like really the possible only place he could be going is the Raiders. I don't know why the Saints aren't looking into him. I don't know why Jacksonville's not looking into him. And what the Cowboys is doing, nobody knows what Jerry Jones is thinking. Nobody knows except Jerry Jones. I don't even think his son knows. I don't even think Stephen Jones knows what his dad's doing. So is he going to go after Prime? Probably not. I don't think he's going to pay that buyout at Colorado. Is he going to go with Belichick? No, he's not going to pay that buyout in North Carolina. Even though I heard this crazy rumor that he still hasn't signed his contract down there in North Carolina. So you know, it's one of those. What's he waiting on? What's he doing? Do we even want to know what the Cowboys are doing? I mean, it's amazing how the Cowboys have gone from America's team to America's laughing stock of the NFL. So this whole hiring of Ben Johnson has really thrown everything into a loop. It also says that Aaron Glenn is scheduled a second interview with the New Orleans Saints and the Jacksonville Jaguars about their vacancies. Again, those are two really good organizations. Ownership aside, you got to think Jacksonville Jaguars. You're in Florida, great weather. You got a franchise quarterback. Now the New Orleans Saints. Everybody knows the Saints in that community are one. You've got a great fan base, but you don't have a franchise quarterback unless you're going to stick with Rattler or you're going to go after somebody else. I don't know. I really don't know. There's not much talk, and there's not going to be because you're going into the championship games, and then you're going to have the Pro Bowl, and then the Super Bowl. Pretty much after the Super Bowl is when everybody's going to start talking about free agency, who's going where, who's doing what. Then we're going to talk about the combine and all that. So, and the combine is going to be a big factor with these teams on who and what they're going to do. So, but Aaron Glenn to the Jets. Now they just just had a defensive-minded head coach. Again, he just got the defensive coordinator job in San Francisco and is going to be the highest-paid defensive coordinator in the NFL. Are they going to go back to a defensive-minded head coach, or are they going to look at some hot shot offensive coordinator? And here's one that could really throw it in a loop. Who's going to go after the head coach of Notre Dame? Why aren't we even talking about this? Why isn't anybody looking at the college coaches and going, wait a minute, a lot of these quarterbacks coming in and running college schemes. Maybe we need a college coach. I mean, look again, look at Kingsbury, right? Look at Kingsbury over there in Washington. Look at Cliff Kingsbury. He was a college head coach. Look what he did in Arizona. It wasn't his fault. And in my opinion, it wasn't. Kyler Murray had a lot of problems coming in the NFL. He would rather play Call of Duty than read a dang on playbook. So I don't put that on him. I really don't. Because look what he's doing in Washington. Now, a lot of people go, well, he's probably a better coordinator than he is a head coach. You can't go off of that. You really can't. Because look at the quarterback he had to deal with in Arizona. And I like Kyler Murray. I really do. I think he has the ability to be one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL if he were to focus on what he's doing. But, Cliff Kingsbury down there in Jacksonville with Trevor Lawrence, it just makes sense to me. It really does. He's a mobile quarterback. He's got a strong arm. You just need somebody to reel him in. So we're going to see. We're going to see where the chips fall with these coach hires. I hope you guys enjoy my videos. If you like them, please hit that like button and subscribe. Leave me a comment down in the comment section down below because I want to know what you guys are thinking about it. I hope you all have a good one. Catch you in the next video. Peace!